Well, anyway, yesterday was a big protest against ICE. I really wanted to go. My leg, my knee, my hip were not doing good, so I couldn't walk. That was a problem. But I wanted somebody to go with me too, because I felt kind of vulnerable, like I might get in trouble with the police or something. It's a very triggering time right now. So I just wanted one person to go with me. Couldn't get it, so I didn't go. I don't know. I feel sad. I really wish I should have been there. I wanted to see that. It was a big thing. I wanted to see what was going on, hear what they were saying, but I missed it. That's sad. Oh well. Yeah, and another thing that makes me feel really strange lately. It's kind of like eroding civilization when you start entering churches. I know there's real causes. ACT UP did it a little bit, I think. The ACT UP, the AIDS activist ACT UP. I think they entered a church or two in the past. Uh, Pro abortion activists have also done that in the past. They've disrupted some churches. And now you have Don Lemon and his group of anti-ICE protesters in St. Paul, Minnesota. They entered a church there and tried to shame everybody. Afterwards, Don Lemon didn't apologize or feel sorry for that. In fact, he doubled down on it and said that they were white, they were white privilege, and so they deserve it. And Christianity, white privilege, white supremacy. So apparently, if you're in a church praying, you're a white supremacist, according to Don Lemon and that crowd. But that sets a really bad precedent, right? It sets a very bad precedent because we have, Jewish churches. There's like synagogues, this thing called a synagogue. There's mosques in the country where Islamic people worship. There's Buddhist gathering places and Hindu gathering places and all kinds of places. So any of these people can now be fair game. It's all just no church, nothing sacred. Anything you're doing is no longer. Nobody cares. You're trying to just have a worship service on your day of worship. Well, it's over. Forget it. Your synagogue is not sacred. It's over. ADL used to get mad. What happened to synagogues? Well, get used to it because it's going to happen a lot now that the libtards think it's totally normal to just enter your worship and disturb your worship because they know what's right. And somehow they're going to school everybody in the church about what's right. So now that's just a horrible precedent. Black churches have been targeted by racists in the past and burned down. Black churches is being burned down. But it's never stabilizing for society. It doesn't seem to raise consciousness. It's not a good thing. Attacking churches of people you disagree with, that's not a good way to go. That's not a good look. But unfortunately, I feel like that can of worms has been opened again. And it's probably going to start happening. People that are upset and triggered are probably going to invade a synagogue in the name of Palestine, right? Because, let's face it, the state of Israel right now, not Jews, but the state of Israel and Zionists really are doing a genocide, ethnic cleansing genocide. Let's put a little fine tune that a little bit. You know what I mean? But when you're starving people and killing them when they show up for food and stuff like that, bombing their hospitals, killing as many of them as you can, that's kind of a genocide. I mean, it's just, it's kind of a genocide. So they're doing a genocide right now, and they could easily become a real target of protest at the synagogues. And of course, the ADL will be, oh my God, anti-Semitism, super anti-Semitism. Somebody invaded a church. They went into a synagogue of the white Europeans that are killing brown people in Palestine. They decided to go into that's real white supremacy, right? The greater Israel project is the white supremacy on the planet right now. Of course, liberals can't see that. But anyway, yeah. Or what about your mosque? You got your mosque. You're gonna have your little Wahhabist, little hate on women's rights at your little Wahhabist mosque. And is that gonna be peaceful? Is that gonna be nice in America going forward? Anywhere in the world can it be peaceful? No, I don't know. Now that we're saying the libtards have said it's fair game to just invade the church for the righteous cause. Well, what is, everybody has a righteous cause. Evangelical Christians have a righteous cause. Maybe they need to invade gay churches. If there's a church that's friendly to gay people, maybe the evangelicals have the right to now go and invade that church. See what I mean? Such a horrible look. Such a horrible thing to protest. Protest power. People in power doing things, making bad decisions. Quit punching down, punching across. Why can't you get that? When you attacked unvaccinated people and made them the other during the COVID, that was a huge mistake. Huge mistake. When you invade churches, huge, bad, dumb, huge mistake. All right.